And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, I told you I was coming back. So I'm back like I never left. I had to make two separate podcasts for my baseball and basketball fans, and I had to make one for my football fans. Of course, you guys are huge football fans, just like I am. But I had to be fair, all right? I had to be fair to both teams there. This is Aggie Sports, baby. This the Homemade Podcast Sports, and I told you, I was not bullcorn. All right, so let's continue to keep going here. So, the question will be, in which a lot of us have asked this year, who will be the rotating 4 to 5, 4 maybe 5, possibly 5, defensive linemen for Texas A&M football in 2022? Could it be a lot of veterans? Or could it be veterans slash a couple of freshmen? You know, that's just all out there making impacts. We want to know. So, I'm going to give you a rundown on a couple of these guys that you guys should be watching out for and that you guys should be already know of. All right. So the first four rotating. Let me check off the guys that are already gone. All right. So Michael Clements, he's gone. Okay. He has entered himself into the NFL draft. Tyree Johnson, he's gone. He's entered himself into the NFL draft. RJ Oribo, he transferred out, if I'm not mistaken. Dallas Walker the fifth, I believe he transferred out as well. And maybe Jordan Jefferson, in which I'm not sure of who that is, but a couple of those guys have transferred out. So the freshmen we have are Grant Perry, one junior, Travis Peepin, Brandon Mowry, he's still on the defensive line. Joseph Maud, I'm not sure who that may be. Like I say, Jordan Jefferson and Jordan Johnson, who's a sophomore. So, who will be the first 5? Who will be the first 5 that are the potential starters on the field? Now, if we only run 4, then so be it. But I'm going to name the first 5 because we have many defensive linemen that's coming in just so far as that are in this 2022 class alone. All right, so these are the guys that are coming in which will also make an impact. All right, so the first 5, I'm going to go ahead and roll this on out there. Fidel Diggs will be one of them. All right, that's number 1 on the starting 5 that's going to be out there for me. Number 2 will be Mckinley Jackson. Mckinley Jackson will be out there, part of that starting 5, people. Okay? Shamar Turner, he will be a part of that starting 5. Of course, he will be. I'm telling you guys what I know. All right? So who's the next guy that's up in line? See, these are the 2 that nobody knows of. So the next guy who I see could potentially be out there, and it's a toss-up between these 2 for this starting 5. But I'm going to tell you who I think it should be. Elijah Jeudy. And I know you guys have heard me say Elijah Jeudy name so often, man. I've said this guy's name I don't know how many times. Elijah Jeudy. I believe that Elijah Jeudy will get his chance to be on that starting lineup. Okay? I honestly believe that. So who will be the 5th guy that's on that field for that defensive line that's just really sitting there? It's going to be a freshman. And you guys already know who I'm going to say. It's going to be Walter Nolan. It's going to be Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan will be added in the starting lineup somewhere. I'm sorry. For guys who's thinking that he may not, well, I'm here to tell you he very well will be. He will be one of these guys that'll start, man. I just believe he has that it factor. He has that swagger on him, and he's ready to come and make an impact. It's a lot of guys that Walter Nolan has to pass up to be on this starting defensive line. Once again, I believe Walter Nolan has that it factor. All right, so that's going to be the starting 5. Who is the second team, which is the B team? Who's on that second team there? The second team will be the likes of Donnell Harris. I believe he will be out there, second team. Another one is going to be Jayden Harris. I believe he will be that second team. Another one is this here, Adarius Jones. I believe he will be second team. That's 3 that I just named. Tamar Sadeli, I believe he will be on the second team. So it's a toss-up between Tamar Sadeli and Elijah Judy for that starting 5. I believe Elijah Judy, for whatever reason, I believe Elijah Judy will get his chance to start. That does not mean Tamar Sadeli will transfer out. People, please do not think this. But Tamar Sadeli, to me is Sadeli, he will be on that B team. And the 5th guy will be Albert Regas. I believe he will be on that B team. All right, so those are the 2 premier ones, which is the A and B. All right, so who will be on the C? Who will be on that C team? Once again, we got a lot of guys coming in this freshman class. The C team will be these guys as follow. It will be, no, I'm sorry. So on that B team, I'm sorry. Shamar Stewart will fit in there somewhere on that B team. I'm going to tell you guys once again, Shamar Stewart will fit in there somewhere on that B team. I don't know where, but he will fit in there somewhere on that B team, and I know that for sure. So who's going to be on this C team? The C team will consist of these 5 guys here. These are a lot of guys that will rotate in and out of here. The C team will be these guys here. And most of them will be freshmen. It will be Gabriel Brown-Lodendi, which is on the C team. It will also be, because a lot of these guys aren't going to red shirt. So I don't want to get these guys' names mixed up here. So I'm going to go to this and get all of my names accurate, okay? I need to get all these accurate. I know all of them, to say the least, but I don't want to get none of these guys' names wrong. But these are going to be the guys that's on that C team. So Gabriel Brown-Lodendi, in which I think will be on that C team. Labius Overton, if he chooses us over the likes of Georgia and Ohio State and others, I believe Labius Overton will be on that C team. Another guy is Eni White. I believe he will be on that C team. Anthony Lucas will be on that C team. And Malik Silla will also be on that C team. Okay? Those are a lot of guys. And all of those guys are all freshmen. I believe those guys will get their chance on the C team, in which all of these teams will be rotated in each and every game, man. So I need you guys to really pay attention to what's going on that defensive line this year. This is going to be the most rotating defensive line in all of college football, and this is going to be the start of a brand new era of 3 groups will be rotated heavily, possibly 4, but 3 groups for sure will be rotated, and like I say, everybody will get their shot. All right, so who's going to be on that D team? And the D team is where we're going to stop it. All right. So this guy here, Jaden Scarlett, will be on that D team. I believe he will be on there. Whomever the guy that's Labius Overton's brother, like I said, if we choose to get those guys both. Labian Overton's brother, he will be on that D team, in my honest opinion. And let's see who else was on there. I believe Jordan Jefferson, if he's still there, he will be on that D team. Darius Jones will be on that D team. And Isaiah Rakes, he won't be on that D team, but he will fit in there somewhere because Isaiah Rakes will get his chance. Okay, it's just, man, we have a lot of guys on this defensive line. And I've just about named almost all of them for you. All right, so I believe Isaiah Rakes, like I said, he will fit into one of those teams somewhere. Could you potentially see about a good 2 or 3 guys transferring out if they may choose to? Yeah, maybe so. But a lot of these guys I just named, these guys will not be coming back on next year because of the simple fact of that they will go ahead and go on to the NFL draft. Okay? Once again, they will go ahead and go on to the NFL draft. Fidel Diggs may just be one of them. I think if he has a dominant year, like I know he can, Fidel Diggs won't be back. All right, Mckinley Jackson is another one. If he has a dominant year, he will not be back. All right, another one here because, man, we got some young defensive linemen this go around. So it's a lot of those guys that just would not be back for this year for sure, man. So Bunny 404, howdy, brother. But it's a lot of them that just will not be back this year. Well, after this year, I know for sure. So we can kind of go ahead and just move along. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this recruiting notes. But like I say, man, once again, those are the 4 groups in which I think will be rotated. And if you guys haven't really watched those guys, you guys need to really go and turn on the tape and film, and you'll be amazed by what you see. Especially with Shamar Stewart and Walter Nolan, like you guys already know them. Gabriel Brown, Lil Dindy. Maybe a lot of you guys haven't just really seen him, but go and watch some film on that. Labius Overton, he's very young, so that's why I put him like on that C or D team. Because I know for sure that young man will not be starting. I believe that he already knows that he will not be starting as well. He just wants to get to college already, and he wants to go ahead and just get it over with. So, I mean, hey, I commend him for doing it. We do need him. You can never have too many defensive linemen, So, hey, man, we do need him. So, one guy I want you guys to keep on your radar because I'm just seeing this as well. Is this guy here. So offensive lineman Jayden Chapman. All right, so it looks like Texas A&M joins the growing list in pursuit of 4-star offensive lineman Jayden Chapman. Dating all the way back to the fall 2023, Harker Heights offensive lineman Jayden Chapman has been on the radar for the Aggies. While communication fluctuated over the past few months with Josh Henson departing for USC and Steve Adagio taking over, the new A&M offensive line coach picked up communication again and extended an offer on Friday. So you guys need to watch that. It's been a school that's been talking to me for a while, and there's been a moment where it was just like there was nothing. No communication, and out of nowhere it just came back. So Chapman said they just hit me up and it feels good to get one from A&M. So it looks like he was looking at A&M. But because of the simple fact that Josh Henson went on ahead and went on, to USC, it kind of had stopped right there. All right, so once again, just be looking out for him. Let me go and check this radar so I can give you guys, just the actual rating on him. But he is a guy that, like I say, we are looking at. And once again, it's offensive lineman Jayden Chapman. Where's he at on here? He's a 4-star offensive lineman. And he's going to be rated at number 259. And he's from Harker Heights, Texas. So this is Texas' very own. Hopefully we go ahead and pull him on out of there from Harker Heights. And hopefully we can get this guy to commit and keep this strong Texas push going just like it should be. You know what I mean? So let's not slow down on that. Let's just keep it going. It's no doubt in my mind that we will be all the way in his top 5, whenever he may choose to release that. So these are all the schools that have offered him so far. Alabama's up there, Baylor, U of H, LSU, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, TCU, Tennessee, Texas, Texas A&M, and Texas Tech. So, like I said, right now, we should make a push for the 2023 class to try to have one of the best offensive line class overhaul that college football has seen. I believe that we may be number 1 and number 2 in 2023 all over again. If everything goes right. All right, so that's all I have for you guys on today. That is it. We will wrap the podcast up on